And we've got a great group of winners. So to kick things off, I'm going to pick a few people. And just to let you know a few things, like all our networking events, please book at least one business appointment from people that you meet. By the way, Lassie and I connect with Lassie. If you need any help on LinkedIn, come talk to me. We've got workshops and everything. So without further ado, let's start working through you legendary winners. So I'm going to open up with an amazing Mina mystery. We love Mina. It's great having you with us. And what I was going to say is, Mina, do you want to unmute and give us a quick hello and tell us what you're up to and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, hi everyone. And Samika, sorry, I spelled your name wrong on the chat. I've got butterfingers today. Hi Ed, how are you?
Great seeing you. Tell us, where are you and how do you help people win big, Mina?
Well, where am I at the moment? So I just literally come back from beautiful Kenya. So I'm back in South Africa now, and it's nice and sunny over here still. So I think I brought the sun back with me from Kenya. So I actually originally am from the UK, as most of you know, and I help individuals reconnect with their personal power, their consciousness, and their true self using NLP and spiritual development modalities, which is my absolute passion, and that's what I do.
Oh, we love you, Mina. Round of applause to Mina. And we've got absolutely love Mina. Make sure you're connected. Also, too, we've got amazing Karen Clark with us. Karen Clark's one of our meetup leaders, and she's one of the meetup leaders for Brisbane, which I'm going to tomorrow. So when I get up at 3:30 to jump the 7 a.m. flight, it is to see Karen Clark and the gang. How you doing, Karen Clark?
Oh, hi, Ed. I'm so sorry that you have to start your day so early to see me. I won't be getting up until 7:30 probably. I'm doing great. I'm sorry I'm late. However, I've got a message from you all for you all from Olga. We've just been having a one-to-one, the amazing Olga. And so she said, you better go if you're going to go on Ed's thing because I can't go. So, yeah, we quickly finished off. I'm doing great. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And some of you are coming who are here tonight. So, yeah, I'm doing fantastic. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a business coach. I work with mainly women entrepreneurs, not exclusively. And I work in the realm of quantum physics and the universal laws and how our thinking causes our results. So that's me. If you want to know more, reach out to me. I'd love to catch up with any of you who I haven't already connected with on LinkedIn. Thank you, Ed.
Oh, Karen, we love you and so pumped to see you tomorrow. And one of our other meetup leaders have come in, Amir, but Amir's just come in, so we'll race him a bit later. But Amir's one of our meetup leaders. So if we wave to big legendary Amir Meshel, he's on the 6 a.m. flight tomorrow. So I imagine the poor guy's going to be getting up at probably 3 a.m. Amir, are you there? Did you want to say a quick hello while we got you?
Yeah, absolutely. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Loud and clear. Are you getting up at 3 a.m.? Because you're even leaving earlier than me.
I'm all packed. So considering it's a day trip, I think I'll get up at 4:15 and catch a cab soon after.
Oh, there you go. Now, Amir, besides traveling to Brisbane tomorrow super early, please give us a networking tip as well.
I learned this from, I think, 3 years of just seeing Ed interact on the touring circuit. And the thing that amazes me is that the journey that people are on in the same room as you might be completely divergent from what you think it's going to be. So I remember when we met first in the Coogee Business Chamber, what was it, the Coogee Chamber of Commerce? That was, I think there was about 6 or 7 people in the room that I still recognize and still see. Some went to Coffs Harbour, some stayed in Sydney, some went elsewhere, but they all had very interesting journeys in completely different realms. So the person you're meeting today might not be the same representation of themselves in a year or 2 years or 3 years' time. So keep an eye out because leaders are born this way.
Wow. And you're a house buyer, Amir, is that right? I
am, yes. So I've been a buyer's agent for 4 years, but I've been investing in houses for about 23. But I've now really niched down. I got sick of just dealing with first home buyers all the time and decided that I'm not at that level anymore. And it's time for me to speak to more mature buyers that are on their second or third property. So more houses, less units now, really.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, if my internet's playing up, I just want to apologize. I'll let you know what happened. We had the NBN technician come to our place today. So I had the NBN technician come to our place today. A bit of a funny story there. They tell you between 1 and 5, you literally have to be home for
All right, I'm just going to take over from Ed because obviously we've lost his internet. So just give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Okay, cool. Ed, are you back? Nah, you've turned into a robot. Nah, you've turned into a robot. All right. I'm just looking around. Obviously, we just had the amazing
I'm
Mia.
back. I was just saying the NBN can you all hear me all right now?
Kind of. You're frozen. No, he's gone. Okay. All right. I'm just going to pick on people in the crowd. I'm just going to jump in and take over. I'd love to hear from the lovely Karen Clark. Karen, how have you been?
You've missed it, Piero. I've just spoken. Do someone else.
Cool. So you've already done.
I'm done, baby.
I think Ed's back.
Hey, everyone, can we hear me? So long story short, we had the NBN technician came out. The guy did all his work. He said everything's awesome and the internet's still playing up. So Monday, I'm back on the phone at Telstra. So this will be round 3. So there you go, friends. So if I drop out, I want to blame the National Broadband Network, the Labor government, and Telstra technicians. So crazy times. Let's hear from amazing and wonderful David Quinn while I try and change networks. David, save the show before my internet destroys it.
Oh, I thought Piero was doing a fantastic job, Ed. So
He was.
you were sort of offline. So thanks, Piero. But I heard Amir mention the word leadership, and I had an interesting hour this morning talking about leadership with a small group of people. One of them was Mark Engstar. I don't know if he's on the call. Probably is somewhere. It was talking about servant leadership and how I think the thing about this group is that we're all servant leaders here. We all want to help other people. Mm-hmm. And I think to do that effectively, the thing I got out of the discussion earlier was that you have to be very clear about your own values in order to do that. And Karen Clark's on the screen, and I've been working with Karen on my own values and finding out some interesting things that they've changed a little bit. So there's a journey we're all on here. It's just a fantastic group to be part of. That's the main reason I'm here, to get energized. I don't go to sleep much after these, stay up a bit and do other things. Ed, fantastic to be here. And I'll anticipate your question. I'm a sales coach and mentor. I had 40 years in financial services and learnt a lot of lessons about life and business. And now I help people learn those lessons a whole darn sight quicker and more easily than I ever did. So details are in the chat. Let me know if you want to talk further, and I'll let you ask me whatever you like. Cheers.
It's a pleasure. Big thank you. And let's bounce back to Piero. I love Piero because whenever Telstra or NBN launches an attack, Piero always saves it. Can we give it up for Piero? Piero is the show saver, protecting us from shitty internet. Piero, please take it away. Tell us what you're thinking, and I just want to say thank you again.
You're welcome, my man. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. So it's the least I could do when this happens to you. Hey, everyone. My name is Piero Mardesic. I'm a counseling psychology practitioner, and I partner with business owners who are ready to conquer the uncomfortable. And one of the things that I want you to think about that in context is when we spend time with toxic people, because we all know that Ed loves toxic people, right? That's no hint of sarcasm in that at all, right? Yeah. When we spend time with toxic people, we're actually surrounding ourselves with the wrong kind of uncomfortable. When we actually spend people who challenge us and who encourage us the right way, that's when you truly conquer what's uncomfortable, because you're going to start to face things that you've never faced before. So that's what I'm an expert in that. A networking tip before Ed asks me. we were in Canberra last Wednesday, and one of the things that, you know, Amir took some amazing videos of each individual for this purpose. If you go to a networking event, Amir's going to be at one tomorrow. Ed's probably going to be there as well, no doubt. Take a video of everybody as they share what they do, and then you have X amount of days of content. So I took 14 videos last Wednesday. Them videos have gone to my virtual assistant team. They're going to try and add audio. They're going to try and add the little, you know, the subtitles, and then we'll be releasing them. But Ed's network, like, you can take a video of every single person as they introduce themselves and then post it on your LinkedIn. Now, you're not just boasting about them. We all know that LinkedIn is a networking platform with social media aspects. So if we're tagging people, like, you're going to tag the team that's in front of you right now, then you're going to tag Victory Offices or Microsoft, like wherever we are at the time, and then you're tagging the person you videoed and you're doing them a favor. That's networking. That's stepping outside of yourself to want to help other people. Sorry, I get very passionate, Ed.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry for being awesome. I think keep going, Piero. We love you, Piero. There you go. Love your rants. People, they're not rants, they're rants of brilliance. I just want to bounce back to Karen Clark for the moment, because I just want to hear a networking tip from Karen Clark. Karen, give us a great networking tip to enhance our networking experience.
Oh, you've caught me on the hop here. I didn't know I had to give a networking tip tonight. So let me think. I'm going to say to you, when you're on Zoom and there's a whole lot of faces that you can see, look at those people as if they're really in the room with you. And when you say something to them, speak to them as if they can see you and hear you and connect with you on a heart-to-heart level and an eye-to-eye level. And I really believe that people will receive that.
Brilliant. Love your work, Karen. Great for being on the spot. And speaking on the spot, we have the amazing Heck. Heck's a wonderful ball band like me, but he's a lot fitter. And I was actually busy shaving just before this Zoom, so I have a beautiful shine. Heck, can you tell that I was just shaving only a mere half an hour ago, Heck?
Oh, good. This is the winner's hairstyle. I tell you what it is. If I was like Piero with that lovely hair, I probably wouldn't. And in addition to obviously the Just for Men that he puts in, that's wonderful. I'm afraid in my case, I can't put anything in. It's always like this. So yeah, it's Heck Salgado from the sunny UK. For those of you that don't know, the most exciting thing that's happened here over the last couple of days, we've actually hit highest peaks ever. We've actually hit 40 degrees out here, which was totally unheard of ever. And but this is something interesting. Okay, so I was brought up in southern Spain. I'm Spanish, and again, Spanish and British. But the point is, I take obviously hot weather very well, having been brought up as a child and a teenager in Spain. So of course, when the weather was really warm here, it was, oh good, this reminds me, excuse me, reminds me to home. Now there's been all this sort of, and I think you relate to this, Ed. There's been a lot of what has been well intended with good advice. There's been that creation of the sort of panic mode, coming out with sort of be very careful with the weather. And again, you guys live in Oz, you know what good weather is, you live on it. Come on, guys, let's have a bit of common sense. You're not stupid. If it's too hot, you sit inside, do something. You don't have to tell people. In a way, is the old sort of nanny state. And there were some people moaning about it, saying, look, this is going beyond the ridiculous. Just to give you an idea, we've actually slowed down our railways just in case of the heat. Some people have covered structures with tin foil just in case. But whilst as an engineer, that's my other sort of career, I understand there's some elements there. It's a panic mode and the sort of the sort of overall worry that's being given out to the public. And this was over 2 days. It's not like it was extended over 2 weeks, 2 days. And I think really we're making this sort of worry in society. We've had enough with the pandemic, with everything. So what am I trying to say with this rant? I think keeping things in perspective and not worrying more than what you really have to worry about. There's enough stuff out there. We've got a war on our doorstep. And this is something that I think we have to be very, very mindful of, because at the end of the day, the more rubbish you feed into your mind, you're going to be affected. You're going to be affected by it. Not dissimilar to all the news. We all have to hear the news, but don't listen to the news 10 times a day. Pick your news up first thing in the morning, half an hour, last thing and know who got elected or voted in or whatever. That's it. Don't listen to every flipping update every day and you're just surrounded by negativity and worry. That's really what I want to sort of share with you guys. Okay. So thank you so much, Edward. I'm delighted to be here at 11 o'clock for my time. It's always great seeing you guys. Thoroughly enjoy it.
And just quickly, you're a fitness guy. You help people with fitness. Is that correct, Heck?
Thanks for the reminder. I specialize in men over 40 and health and fitness coach. That's what I do. Men over 40 is my sort of niche where I sort of work with. I find is the people that need it the most.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Oh, we love you, Heck. Round of applause. And I think maybe we should have a chat with my definition of toxic people. Maybe we should increase that term to include stupid people that watch TV and listen to the fake news. So I might stick them under the toxic umbrella. We might have a committee meeting with our leadership team and review that policy. So that'll be exciting. So I should do a poll on LinkedIn. Should dumb people be included under the toxic banner? So that'll be an interesting one. Anyway, lovely work all. Just want to say if you come in, a big welcome. I do apologise for my crappy internet. We had an NBN technician out today and I still don't have good internet, but we'll get there soon. God bless. I definitely need God to help me on this one. Wow, let's hear from an amazing person who I absolutely love and I admire on many, many levels. And that might be you. So just to let you know, we're going to open up the floor now. Now, the best way that we sort of manage this, if you want to speak on the Zoom reaction bar, there's the hands up button. The beauty is it ranks it in order. So if you do want to speak, hit the hands up bar on the Zoom reaction, go to the Zoom reaction bar and hit hands up and that ranks it in order. And just keep it moving. We'll go up to half a minute. I think half a minute's a good point to aim for. But the more short and concise you are, the better. And also too, please keep networking, use the chat. And the other point I want to make to you winners as well is please book business appointments as a result of this meeting. So without further ado, let's hear from John Attridge. How you doing, John?
Good morning, everybody from the UK. Although I do have an Australian accent, you did pick it up. You are correct, and that is correct. Just wanted to, I'm going to put in the chat in a second, link to a virtual expo that's going on, headed by Gary Schuller down in Melbourne. It started yesterday, it's on today, and it's on tomorrow. Free to join. I'll give you the link if anybody's there for a business. Whole range of different business speakers, events, networking, connections, all that sort of good stuff. So if you're interested in that, it's going on for the next day and a half. You can't connect with me on LinkedIn at the moment because they threw me in jail. I followed Ed and put a post about toxic people, and they just said it wasn't good enough and took me out. No judge, jury, executioner, everything like that. My favourite networking tip is look for the persona, not the person or what they do. So when you're trying to connect with people, so see if you can get on the same page. There we go, John Attridge.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause. And I'm sorry to be here in LinkedIn jail. If you do get LinkedIn jail, feel free to talk to me on the side. We specialize in helping people get out of LinkedIn jail. So there you go. Done it many times. So just on that note, I'll say this publicly as well. If you do wind up in LinkedIn jail, best thing to do is on Twitter, you go to LinkedIn help on Twitter. And if you message them on Twitter, they'll expedite your matter. They'll lift your case up in the queue. And the other thing as well, I just want to say this publicly, please make sure you're paying LinkedIn money. Be on LinkedIn Premium, because if you do wind up in LinkedIn jail, it's so much easier to get you. If you're on LinkedIn Free and you wind up in LinkedIn jail, at the end of the day, you're not a paying customer, so why should they prioritize you? So just keep that in mind. If you're not in LinkedIn Premium, please fix it tonight because, it happens. So there you go. Baksha, how you doing, Baksha? Or Bhaskar, I should pronounce your name correctly.
Bhaskar. Yes.
Bhaskar.
Yeah. Bhaskar, that's right. My Australian now in some of my friends, they call me Baz. So that's okay as well. So I'm Baz, B-A-Z.
Ooh, I like
Baza.
it.
Yes.
Baza.
Baza. So I'm a business analyst, a systems analyst, and a project manager. I run a small consulting business, but I'm on the lookout for work as well. I'm trying to move back to Sydney as soon as possible. Hopefully things work out soon. But otherwise, I like traveling, reading books. I just bought a book, Agatha Christie, The Big Four. It's proving to be a fantastic read. So otherwise, I like salsa dancing, watching a bit of cricket and soccer, football. So yeah, that's me.
Oh, great seeing you, Bazza. Round of applause. Love your work, man. It's a pleasure. We're going to take a photo shortly as well, so please get ready for the photo. And Aria, how are you, Aria?
Hello, Edward. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Welcome.
Okay, glad to hear that. Okay, so just quick start introducing myself. My name is Arya. I'm from Indonesia, and that's why my English is not good enough. Okay, the main reason why I'm here because as you know that many businesses are growing, but they do not know how to make their own website for some reasons. So that's why me and my friends in Australia have a business called Decay Technology. It's specialized in mainly website development and web designing. Whenever wishing for your own website establishment and designing comes to your mind and you wish for a best price and cheapest price as possible, accordingly to your need and expectations, okay, please do not forget decaytechnology.com and reach out to me and whenever you can on my LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to post it on the chat box regarding the details of myself and the Decay Technology. Okay, that's it. There you go. Thank you very much for all of your attention, and I appreciate all of your good work. Yes, so that's it.
Thank you. Round of applause to Aria. And let's hear from Piero. And then I noticed Richard Thomas has crept in. Piero, what are you thinking?
I'm just going to completely forget about what I'm talking about. I'm just going to post a link into the chat. I just created a Discord community. And why is that important? It's just a different way that I have ventured into how to coach and how to mentor and how to set up one-to-many groups. Those of you that haven't heard of Discord, it's just a completely awesome, amazing way of getting a community together that's based on cryptocurrency and NFT. So you may or may not be interested, but I've minted my own token. I've minted 200,000 Lions coins or Lions tokens. And in the last 7 days since we started, that price has gone up by 9 cents. So it's moving quickly. Got a lot of connections around the world. So I'll give you attention when I'm finished. So that's how you politely tell your kids to keep quiet. So I'd love to share that with you. If you're interested, click on the link. But I just want to mention that I've now seen Richard Thomas come in. I met him on his travels from his holiday with his lovely family as they were coming through. They stopped in Goulburn and we had an amazing chat. And I want to share this, Richard. Can I just share this in all truthfulness? When I met Richard, because when you see somebody in a screen, right, you only think that they're maybe this tall, right? So you probably think, oh, average, 5'10", 5'11". I tell you what, I met Richard and he was sitting down and then he stood up, and Richard Thompson is about 6'7". And when I hugged him, I was literally at his stomach. He is so tall, and it was just amazing because he's an amazing human, and it was awesome to meet him for the first time. So I just wanted to share that, and it was lovely to meet you, Richard.
Oh, there we go. Love it, Pierre. Round of applause. And just Richard. Richard's our guest speaker. Richard, do you want to say a really quick hello before we go back to the hellos? Because thank you for joining us. Do you want to say a very quick hello, and then we'll hear from you soon, Richard.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Hi to everybody. And Pierre, it was great to meet you too. We had a fantastic chat for, I know it was an hour and a half or more. I can't remember how long it went, but it's always good to meet in person. So yeah, good to be here, everyone, and look forward to chatting a bit more later on. Thanks, Ed.
Love your work. We'll hear from Richard shortly. Round of applause. Let's hear from amazing Moana. Great seeing you, Moana. Hit that unmute key, Moana. Hit that unmute. Unmute away.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Gotcha, Moana. The floor's yours.
Pleased to
Yes, I can hear.
here at last, and I'm looking forward to attending your meetup tomorrow, Ed. I am a personal stylist and a coach and a friend of Karen Clark's, and I am based at Main Beach at the Gold Coast, and I specialise in helping mature age women, or women 35 plus, to look, feel and be their best.
Oh, so pumped to see you tomorrow.
And what else?
What else you got?
What else have I got? Did you want a networking tip? Is that what you do?
Oh, just give us a tip. Anything, Moana.
Anything. Okay. Well, my tip is to, I guess, always be authentic. Just always being authentic and being yourself. And that's what I talk about in my styling business, about showing who you are on the inside, showing it on the outside.
Oh, Moana, love it. Round of applause to you. And absolutely brilliant. Pumped to meet you tomorrow.
Yeah. Looking forward.
Pleasure. Almari, how are you, Almari?
Hi, Ed. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here again. I'm very good. I had some struggles with electricity, so I couldn't have been here for a while, and I'm happy to be back. I am a freelance copywriter from South Africa. I'm niching down to health and wellness. So if you need any help with copywriting, I specifically want that chat. Thank you.
Round of applause. I don't feel bad about power issues. I live 6.5 kilometres away from the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and I can't even get decent internet. So crazy, huh? So don't feel bad, Alvari. I'm with you. Sumiko,
Thank
how
you.
you doing, Sumiko?
Hello, everyone. My name is Sumiko Ayers of Sumiko Photography. I am a friend of Karen Clark and Mona Robinson. We often hang together. And I am a photographer based in Main Beach, and this is my studio looks like. And I have a lots of dresses for dress up, and hand makeup artists come to my studio to make my clients feel great. And I do portrait and also personal branding photography for business people who are shy for the camera, to make them feel comfortable for themselves and transform them to confident business person through my photography. So thank you.
Wow.
And see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. There you go. Lana Burgess. How you doing, Lana?
Hey, Ed. Thanks so much for letting me come tonight. So I appreciate the invitation. Lana here from Exceptional Tradie Solutions. We specialise in supporting trades and construction businesses with admin and customer support solutions. So we take care of all the time-consuming admin and customer support function in their business, ensuring all tradies all have to worry about is rocking up to their job, delivering exceptional service on-site with their customer, and going home to their family at the end of the day. Our mission is to allow tradies to focus on what they do best and leave the rest to the trades and construction admin experts. That's me.
Oh, Lana, so good having you. It's a big thank you.
Thank you.
Got Lily Luong with us. How you doing, Lily?
Hi, Ed. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Well, firstly, I want to thank you for letting me join this team. I've met a lot of amazing people. Yesterday, I had a one-on-one with Karen Clark. She is amazing. She taught me so much about networking. I learned so much from her, and it was such a great conversation. Just a bit about myself. I'm Lily, and I'm the founder and CEO of LBL Charitable Foundation. It's a registered charity that focuses on mental health and poverty. So basically, I want to learn more about networking as well as many more people. If anybody's interested in event sponsorship, please reach out to me, and I put my contact details on the chat. So feel free to connect with me. Thank you.
Oh, Lily, amazing. Round of applause. Andreas, how are you?
Hello, it's awesome to be here, Ed. I'm supercharged, super boosted. As always, I would like to thank you and Lassie for providing such a golden platform and an opportunity to meet all these amazing people. I'm based on the Norfolk coast, the beautiful Norfolk coast of the UK. I specialise in photography, PR, media relations, and I've just had a massive pivot from working 40 years in a restaurant with my parents and family to starting over and going full time. It's never too late. I'm 60. I'm pretty proud of that. You've been a major source of inspiration by attending these events. And I'd just like to say, rectify what Piero said, that networking beyond these meetings is very important. And I've just broken my duck and started reaching out to people via here. I had a super chat with Heck. He is an amazing human being this morning, and I'm sure our relationship will grow from there. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Oh, Andreas, we love you. Love your work, man. Give Andreas a round of applause. And let's hear from Andreas to Andrea. How you doing, Andrea?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for hosting this. And I'd just like to do a little quick shout out to Jeff Sheehan, because that one connection, I think this week I've had 5 different networking events, nearly all coming from that, just that one thing. So it's just been amazing. But I am Andrea Gullick, and I'm a personal mentor and inspirational speaker. So I have a podcast called Comfortable in Your Own Skin. And primarily I'm here to help anybody who is in the midst of an identity crisis. For me, my own personal journey started at 25 when my first baby was diagnosed with cancer at 2 days old. We got him through that, went into remission, had another baby, and 8 months later I became widowed. So to say that I didn't know who I was anymore is an understatement. And it doesn't necessarily have to get that bad for people to not know who they are. It can literally be your business goes a bit backwards, friendship disruption, family, lots of things, anything external to us, we can lose, it can become fractured. But as long as we don't lose ourselves, it's really important to me. And so obviously I really want to be able to support people, companies, anybody that needs to just be able to come back into themselves and just find their own magnificence. So that's me.
Oh, Andrea, you are a tough round of applause and such an incredible story of tragedy and winning. So yeah, there you go. Amazing, Andrea. Amazing. Julie Watson, how you doing, Julie? Gotta keep
Hi,
that.
I'm doing this from my phone, which I don't usually, so hopefully it's all okay. And I'm scrolling through to see who's here. Thank you, Ed, for hosting and for having us. And I see Amir waving, and I do know a few people. So my business is called Stronger Than My Excuses, for not the same reasons as Andrea, but overcoming adversity in the past with my own health issues. And now I've been doing Stronger Than My Excuses about helping people to get onto a panel discussion platform, showing them how to do it and having it filmed for web TV. And we have the platform, we have the know-how, and we show you how to do it with sponsors to cover all your costs. But I just wanted to mention that I do walkie-talkies in the mornings with people, and I know I've had a few with, there's been Amir on here. Who else is on here? Richard. Yay. No, I didn't know you were 6'10", 6'10" either. Anyway, I can't see I can't scroll quick enough and concentrate. But anyway, and there is one Queenslander on here who chickened out because it's just a little bit too early in the morning for shall I mention your name? Karen Clark. Anyway, so we're gonna do it a little bit.
You out of her.
So we're gonna have a little walk one morning when it's a little bit warmer, and I see the wine and I go, that's why she doesn't like the mornings. She likes a red wine at night. So do I, don't worry. But anyway, it's really so awesome coming to these sorts of, I know I don't make it all the time, and I've had some disruptions in my family life lately, but I just love it when I jump back on and see faces of people that and when I say walkie-talkie, we're both talking on the phone in our own areas. So is that, who we got in the UK there? Andreas? Yay, did you watch that golf, that Aussie? Whoa. How good is Cameron Smith? Woo!
Julie,
Anyway.
we love your work, Julie.
That's it from me. Thanks, I've blabbed enough.
Love your work.
Thanks, Ed.
Julie, round of applause. Love you. And speaking of love, we've got Scott. Scott, the floor's yours.
Oh, Ed, it's good to be back, brother. Get my fix of Ed, that big shoot up of Ed. That's right. That's shots. That's right. So I want to say a big thank you to John Stellar. He's in Parkfield in Illinois, USA. Had a really nice Zoom with him. Very interesting guy. And also Janine Vosper, and she's in the south of Brisbane. Had a really good Zoom with her as well. So unbelievable, Ed. I get to meet all these people through your connection. So that's amazing, brother. I thank you so much for that.
Thank you. And tell us what you do, Scott.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So I'm a registered acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist. I'm based in the north of Brisbane in the suburb called Kalanga. So I want to talk about a young girl. She came to me. She's 20 years of age. She's she has her right eye actually points inwards, and she's had that since birth. And only once in her lifetime, her mother, she came with her to the appointment. And her mother said that I've only ever once seen her eye straighten up. And she said the second time was after my treatment. So amazing results for her. So yeah, the acupuncture is very powerful. It can do a lot.
Wow, beautiful. Now, Scott, round of applause. There we go. Amazing.
Thanks, brother. I didn't take
Love it. Now, we're going to take a group photo shortly, but before we do, one of our great friends, Sandy Diaz, is here. Now, I'm a huge Sandy Diaz fan. She's an amazing lady, communication coach, and she's got an amazing heart of gold. So definitely just want to give the floor to Sandy just for a moment. Sandy, I know you got kids attacking you. Did you want to say a very quick hello while we got you?
I do. I do have kids attacking me. Okay. Yes, hello everyone. Yeah, I was trying to not I was trying to hide again. So lovely to be here. I'm looking forward to listening to tonight's talk. Sorry, what else do you want me to say? I help people with their communication. So, teach people how to understand others, connect better, become magnetic, detect cues, facial cues, understand what's not being said, gain trust in your communication and lead the conversation. So, yes. So thank you for having me. Good, because my kids aren't asleep. They're stomping around in the background. Yes.
There you go. We love you, Sandy. Round of applause. And don't apologise for that. We've got two kids that, remember, they're both half Arab and half Chinese. So imagine what that does to their behaviour late at night. It's not good. It's really bad.
Yes.
Too much Arab. Too much Arabness from me. There you go. Yeah, love you, Sandy. So what we're going to do is we're going to hear from Richard Thomas shortly. But before we do that, we need to get a group photo. So please turn on your webcams, get close and get ready for a group photo. And oh my God, we got Lassie. Can we wave to Lassie, the Commander Lassie who slid in? So it's great having Lassie with us. So please lean forward, hold the pose. And 3, 2, 1, and big smile, and please hold the pose. Awesome. There we go. We've got Lassie in the photo. That never happens. Can we give a big wave to Lassie? She's absolutely amazing. So there we go. Just double check. Yeah, the photo came out really, really well. And Lassie, if you want to speak, please say so. If not, that's totally cool. So there you go. It's cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bounce over to the expert slot. And today is our wonderful friend, Richard Thomas. Now, Richard Thomas is a great guy. We go way back. We actually met just right at the start of the pandemic, and we talk a lot. We have a lot of similar views. We both chalked up a win. We both said that lockdowns are a bad idea. Now, the researchers said that we were correct. So Richard and I knew that all along. And no, Richard's a great guy. Richard's a digital marketer. And what Richard's very good at is Richard understands the whole spectrum of what's going on and is very good with specialized technologies such as chatbots, and his technical detail is amazing. So what it is, our clients can book in a expert speaker slot of up to 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to hand it over to Richard. And while Richard's speaking, please listen to him. Please keep networking. Keep yourselves on mute. If we've got any questions, we'll get to them at the end. And I'll be posting did you want to, I'll enable
Sorry, my audio has just gone really bad.
Were you going to share a presentation or anything, Richard?
I will share a presentation. Oh. Can you hear me okay now?
We can hear you. It's just Ed that's fading in and out.
Oh, it's Ed that's going, is it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Richard. Do your presentation.
Yeah, okay. All right, just give me two. It said this. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me just grab what I need. All right. Let's get this started up. And move stuff around so I can see it properly. All right. And I should be able to share screen. Oh, I need to have screen sharing enabled.
That's quite a nice flotilla of boats you've got there, Richard.
Go for it, Richard. I just got into enable it before Telstra attacks me again. Go, Richard. Go.
Right, here we go.
Go.
Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. That should be coming through nicely now. All right. So yeah. So like maybe a quick hands up. I'll just or even thumbs up. Who here knows about remarketing, has heard about remarketing or is using remarketing? I'll be interested to know. Just a quick thumbs up if you've heard of it, use it. So a few people. Okay, that's good. So today, yeah, I'd like to talk about remarketing and particularly remarketing strategies for local businesses. So I'll be talking about why local business remarketing matters for local business, and then 5 remarketing tactics to help get your local clients coming back to you over and over again. Because as we all know, it's much cheaper to get your existing clients coming back than it is to attract new clients. So if you're running a successful local business, you'll need to focus not only on getting new customers, but also gaining back existing customers to your business again and again. So typically 90% of, or actually 98% of website visitors, so only 2% of them hang around and do anything. So 98% of visitors leave your website without taking any action. So what the purpose of remarketing is to target those customers who have previously visited your website and re-engage them with your interest in your product or service. So the fact that they've been there in the first place means that they've shown some interest, generally speaking, and it's all about getting them back again to try and re-engage them. So why does it matter? Well, let's click through. Yeah, next one. So local businesses can succeed if they regularly find new clients and do the work also to win back lost customers. And so there's several reasons why we need to use remarketing strategies to recover website visitors who have already shown that interest in your business. So as I said, it's a lot less expensive to keep the current customers than to acquire new ones. Forrester research found that it is from 5 to 25 times more expensive to get new customers than to retain existing ones. So that's pretty impressive, isn't it? You save a lot of money. Repeat customers are also profitable. And I've lost, here we go. Keep up with my slides. So according to a Bain study, another study that was done, repeat customers spend 67% more than new customers do. So again, that's quite a good reason to go back to those customers. And then it's also far easier to sell your products and service to returning clients than to brand new prospects. So the success rate of selling to these return clients sits at around 60 to 70% as compared to the success rate of marketing to new clients, which is more like 5 to 20%. I mean, obviously every business varies, but that's some pretty common statistics. So what remarketing does is help increase brand awareness. So when users when users leave your website without converting and then they go and see your remarketing ads on their favorite websites, they're then given a chance to be impressed by your brand over and over again. So what that means is when they leave your website, they go onto other websites around the internet and they see your ads popping up there. So it just helps to reinforce your brand image. And you've probably seen it yourself when you've been browsing around the web. You've seen this happen. You're going, what's that? Why are they following me around the place? So remarketing works in conjunction with some of the other digital marketing tactics, strategies like SEO and content marketing. So it strengthens those efforts. So what it does is help you learn more about your potential customers, and that helps you then to revise the content and the keywords that you then can use in your SEO strategy. So it's a win-win situation by doing this, because you learn more and then you can apply that back in other places. Again, it also helps improve brand recall by making people search more for your local business and share your content as well. That can lead to then more quality links coming back to your website. So if people share your content out to other people see it and they go, oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's stick it on, reference that on my site. And so you get more links. All right, so let's have a look at 5 tactics that you can use to get your local clients coming back. Now, some of these things could apply also to non-local businesses, but these are particularly, some of these are particularly relevant to a local business, which is, often might have a storefront or an actual, physical presence where customers come and visit. So first of all, collecting customer contact information. Now, you probably do this in some form or another already. I wouldn't be surprised, but your customers are ever changing. So what they wanted 3 years ago isn't what they want today. So then to stay in touch with your existing customers, you need to continually gather meaningful data about them. And one of the best ways to reconnect with them is via email. Now, it's no secret that email marketing is one of the most effective solutions with a 4,400% return on investment. So that's pretty impressive, isn't it? 4,400% return on investment. So email marketing then helps your local business to keep your customers engaged and encourage them to make repeat purchases. But of course, you have to have the right content in your emails to do that. And so then to create your remarketing email list, you need to first capture email addresses of your repeat customers. And a great way to do that is via your homepage. And also capturing email addresses of people who are not actually customers. So you can use your homepage to offer incentives that require signing up, such as perhaps gated content where you actually have to provide your email address to access the content, such as a lot of the news websites do. Or it could be content like even a free ebook that people can download, or by doing things like requesting a free consultation or a demo. Now, if you manage to collect their data, like their name, email address, you can create more personalized email campaigns, and that personalization is important. So if you include the customer's name and the product or service they're interested in, or what they've already bought from you, something along those lines with that information, it helps to get them coming back. Because the more relevant and personal these emails are, the more conversions you will get. So the more data you have about these customers, including that in your email messaging, the better conversion you'll get. So for example, a good example of this is somebody that likes red shoes as opposed to blue shoes. So if you send them an email about blue shoes, they're not going to take any interest in it because that doesn't interest them. But if you send them an email about red shoes because that's what they like, then you're much more likely to get a conversion. Well, that's a very basic example, but you can see how that could apply to your efforts yourself. And then when you're sending the emails out, if you use a real person with actual contact details and image in the signature, not just a sort of a generic company branded email, it creates a much more personalized experience for the recipient, because they feel like they're communicating with an actual person, even if somebody, some VA or whatever might have sent the email. Okay, so the next tip is to create customer segments. So what you might be thinking, well, what are customer segments? Well, remarketing is most effective when you target your customers based on what you know about them, like we said with the blue shoes as opposed to the red shoes. So don't treat all your customers exactly the same. Instead, create customer segments that are based on their purchase history, their preferences, their needs and shopping habits. And some of that can be found out by putting out surveys, asking questions at various points through the sales process. You can gather that information. Other shopping habits can be, if you do have it like an e-commerce site, you can track people's habits, what pages they visit, to get an idea of what they're interested in. So check out how much time they spend on your website and what pages they visit. That will help to define how you nurture them in your remarketing campaigns, as again, what sort of information you send them, what kind of ads you might run. So segmenting your list is the best way to build more personalized messages. So you can both, again, like we said, deliver those messages based on the needs and the wants of your potential customers. So try to create different call to actions for each segmented ad group with links to particular web pages. So again, if you're running an ad for a particular product or service, send it only to those that you know are interested in that area. Unless it's obviously a completely new product, but if you know it's that's their interest, send it to those and not to the others, and then send them to a particular landing page or a particular destination that resonates with them. Again, if you send somebody off to a page about blue shoes when they're looking for red shoes, well, you're not going to get the conversion. Okay, so then once you start doing that kind of thing, keep an eye on your conversion rates. So what pages are converting, what messages are converting, and build workflow segments. There are tools available that help you track all the target actions of your website visitors, builds histograms to visualize what they do, other tools to see what the actual things that people click on your website, and they can identify when those conversions fail. And once you do that, you can refine your marketing strategy to accommodate those things. All right, so the next strategy is to offer free Wi-Fi. So again, this is one particularly for a business with a local building presence, where the customers come in. So by offering high capacity Wi-Fi, that's a powerful marketing and lead generation channel for local businesses to grow their subscriber list, because for the last half decade, offering in-store Wi-Fi has been considered an important practice for local businesses. So why is that the case? Well, it enhances the in-store experience. If there's local Wi-Fi, people are pretty happy because they don't have to use their own data, and encourages visitors to spend more time in the store, because they might go around, okay, let's check out this, do a bit of research on that thing, might even do a bit of Facebook while they're in the store as well. And so simply by spending more time in the store, they're more likely to buy something in the store. So this can lead obviously then to increased sales and repeat business. So there are ways you can do it, so that by offering Wi-Fi, you can collect the contact information of those people that come in order to increase your database. So even if they don't end up buying anything, you've still got their contact details to remarket to. So once you capture that data, you can remarket to them with special offers, promotions, coupons, contests, whatever it might be, other things, whether it's via SMS, email, whatever kind of data you might have collected to give them that Wi-Fi. Right. Okay, so next one is to build a customer loyalty program. So this is an interesting one. So you've probably seen this in many places where businesses have their customer loyalty program, and yes, we all know it's sort of that they're trying to get you back again, but it does work. So implementing a customer loyalty program is a powerful remarketing strategy. So again, these remarketing strategies, they're not all about doing things digitally with marketing, but they're actually thinking about, well, what can we do to get people coming back, whether it's in the store or online. So a customer loyalty program is really effective because it's deeply connected with the customer's individual purchase history. So whenever they buy something, it goes into the back end, and you know exactly what they've bought, and that you can offer sort of relevant things to them and generate more sales. Sorry?
Jumping in, Richard. 1 more minute, Richard.
All right, we're nearly done. So yeah, so 25 to 40% of total revenue comes from loyal returning customers. They sign up in exchange for bonuses, etc. And so there's also retail giveaways. There's different ways you can do it: retail giveaways, birthday promotions, loyalty cards, a VIP members club, and tiered programs. These are all different kinds of loyalty programs that they can use to help retain and engage your customers better. Including doing things like gamification, encouraging customers to engage on a continual basis. And so they get your customers to come back again and again. And so continually building and strengthening your remarketing strategy. The last point is to use the right landing pages or the right destination. So the success of the campaign, as we've kind of mentioned before, depends on which landing pages you use. So there's standalone web pages specifically for that purpose. In my case, what I'd also be looking at using messenger chatbots instead of landing pages. That's another way to do it. You don't have to use a landing page, but make sure the destination is focused particularly on that activity that you're doing with your remarketing, and it captures your audience's attention and directs them to a specific message, so you can understand their need and meet their needs better without any further distractions, which increases the likelihood of converting them. So in conclusion, yes, remarketing is a powerful tool for local businesses to increase revenue and traffic, to focus on your customers' needs and wants, and it does take work, but it pays off and you'll increase your bottom line. So thank you.
Oh my God, beautiful, Richard. Round of applause to Richard. Absolutely love it. A big thank you. Now, very quickly, we've got time for a couple, maybe 1 or 2 quick questions for wonderful Richard. If you've got a question, feel free to type it in, or if you want to speak it out, just put your hands up. So put a hands up if you want to say it verbally, otherwise just type it in and I can ask it for you. So Julie, very quickly, what's your question?
Just a little bit more about I know all about landing pages and directing people there. Call to action, yes, but what about the chat in Messenger? How easy or difficult is that to set up? Can you do it yourself, or do you need expert sort of support for that? And what would it be? What would it be involved? Thanks.
Yes, good question. Well, as a chatbot expert, I'd say yes, you need an expert, but look, it can be done depending on your level of technical ability. It's not actually terribly complicated. A lot of the expert side of it actually comes in crafting the messaging that goes into and the conversation flow in the Messenger chatbot, the conversation. So yeah, the technical side is relative because it uses it's basically sort of almost drag and drop and plugging bits and pieces in. And which can be accessed via a URL or even a QR code. So yeah, technically it's not that difficult, but yeah, it can be done. But yeah, as I said, the expert side I think comes in the messaging side of it. So making sure that all flows nicely.
Oh, beautiful, great answer. And Busker, what do you think?
They help, Julie?
Oh, sorry, Julie.
Yep.
Awesome, big thank you. And Busker, quick question before we finish up.
Just a quick one. Is there an AI component to the strategies that you use?
Sorry, what was that?
Artificial intelligence. Is there an AI component or an AI?
Yeah, not in the ones that I use. No, there's it's more in terms of the particular. I suppose you're talking about chatbots. Yeah, no, it's more of a structured conversation flow. So not using AI. So AI is the next level up. You can go that way, but it's again going there is obviously bumps the price up because it's it's the next level of business. I guess to go to an AI type of solution. And a lot of this it's particularly more suited to customer service. When you're doing marketing like this, you've got a singular focus, so it's very easy to just do a structured conversation.
Oh.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
That brings us towards the end, everyone. Can we give it up for Richard now? Richard, can people add you and get into contact with you if they want a discovery session and talk more?
Yes, they certainly can do. I need to get my LinkedIn link and drop it in the chat. I'm also running a remarketing bootcamp if anyone's interested in Saturday fortnight. So I shall drop that link online in LinkedIn. And if you're interested in learning more and learning how to do things and going a bit more in depth about some of the stuff we covered today, feel free to come along.
Oh, beautiful. So there we go. Big thank you. Great one. Now, just to let you know, please all connect with each other. If you're listening to the recording, big thank you. Also, too, as well, make sure you book follow-up meetings. And just very quickly before you all go, I'll just show you what we've got going down. So, again, off to Brisbane tomorrow, which is very exciting. And this Monday, got Naomi with us. So there we go. We've got a really good one, my friends. So I just want to say a big thank you. Just include the link here. Thank you for putting up with our questionable internet, which I'll be working on the NBN on Monday. So again, join our webinar on Monday. It is such a pleasure having you. It's got the details there. So without further ado, we'll leave it there. Friends, big thank you. Please connect with Richard. Please connect with everyone. And can you all please unmute and give a thunderous applause to finish off our evening? Love your work, everyone.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody else.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, Brisbane.